I am sick of AI. It's everywhere. Do you hear me, AI? Oh, wait, you don't even exist. Okay, I have to make this video because there are so many AI slop content out there. I could be looking for help on how to do something, and usually you would hear someone talking and helping you, you know? Now you hear a robot talking. So let's talk about why people use AI first of all when it comes to the industry. The most obvious reason I could think of is it's convenient. You know, you don't have to pester someone else and say, hey, can you come to the studio? Instead, all you gotta do is find probably the worst sounding robot. No offense, they all sound rubbish. And then decide, let's just input this to do our work for us. So, while this does help, there is a catch. Your work is soulless. So that's why when you see so many AI type animations out there, the work is flawed. And I don't mean mistakes with animations because, of course, even animators nowadays still make mistakes all the time. I mean, you have to make so many damn frames and you can't be energetic for every single one of them to pay attention to every single one, you know? And I just want to say that I am not going to be replaced by AI and neither are we. So, why is this video important? Because we just have to realize that people are so afraid of being themselves or authentic to the point where a robot takes over. Like, are you joking with me? So I could have edited this video, added GIFs, made myself sound robotic, even cleared up my voice, but I'm still working my mic. But I'm not. Instead, I'm just talking with an unedited video. The only time I edit my videos is if someone interrupts me, because how no am I going to add that? So, what are we supposed to do when there's a freaking robot that's after us? Yeah, it's sad, guys. Honestly, the best way to retaliate against AI is to realize you're authentic, you're real. AI doesn't have feelings, you know? So, if something does work out with AI, you'll just understand that it's not going to look that great. And even if some people make really cool animations, there's no soul behind it. And I don't mean animations or people have souls. Like, I have no intention of saying that. But I mean, when I mean people, I'm talking about characters, by the way. I mean to say that people would try to create things with passion, you know, and we don't see that anymore. Nowadays, it's about money making scams, being lazy, and having things, you know, done at a quicker rate. But what is the cost of all of this? Very simply, there's a lack of authenticity. It's not as good. Like, that's why half the animation movies that come out nowadays, I did like K-pop Demon Hunters, but before then, they're not as good as they used to be because I could just feel how lazy things are. And before people talk about cost budgets with me and stuff, let me tell you, I've still seen some good movies out there. And I really, really want to say that we have to start being ourselves much more shamelessly. And I use the word shamelessly because nowadays everyone is using AI. It's so annoying. Even people who want to just do an intro or people who want to do an outro or a thumbnail, okay? Now I've used guidelines from AI before, but I don't use anything that replaces my drawings or anything that I personally do, okay? So we are our own people, you know. And you guys already see how I have liked my videos. If you are new, nice to meet you. I'm Suzu. I would say I'm an ex animator. I mean, it sounds so weird to say that. I don't really see myself going back into animation anytime soon, but I used to animate and I still ish draw, not as much as I used to. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you an introduction. And now I guess I'm a full-time gamer. So, yay. But I do commissions on the side. My Instagram is just Suzu Tales if you're interested. Anyway, going back into the video. Yeah, I'm just running around with my character, you know? I'm not using AI. So, it's just such a lazy scam and people literally are gonna regret it one day. Like you could have someone who's so incredible at their work, but let's say they don't meet a deadline or it's just something that you don't feel is as convenient. So you use AI. You're gonna miss that one person you fired just because of that, you know. I know this sounds oddly specific, but it's just something I made up on the spot. I'm quite an empathetic person, so I think I have too many scenarios in my head. I have too many thoughts, okay? But yeah, people will regret not having the same authenticity as they once did. Like, I'm gonna be real. AI is definitely much more convenient in the sense that you can just have things done for you just like that. But it doesn't make things even half as good as it used to. If there's a whole team doing something, it feels rewarding because you accomplish something together, you know, and you get to see the release of a production together. It's not like, oh yeah, I got my robot to do it, you know. No, I don't want to speak to you guys. I want to do this because you get gems. Let's just keep going. But yeah, AI is not replacing me anytime soon. I don't even know my own personality. Haha, AI. You can't stop me. Oh crap. But those fences can. So yeah, that's the best way to retaliate. You just have to be yourself unapologetically, you know. You gotta just dominate every single place that you're at by being you. And same with working. And if someone tells you, oh, AI could do better, like, shut it. It's a robot that is programmed by another human being. You know, there's always gonna be flaws. It's not perfect. And the amount of times I would speak to ChatGPT just to ask it to help me with something, it forgets. And so many times when I say, oh, this isn't right, it doesn't get it right at all. But if I was to speak to a person about it, they can give me proper advice with a heart and actually get it right, you know? It's just we're so used to AI at times answering our question in basically less than 30 seconds when we do a prompt or whatever. And then we're just like, oh, this is easy, this is convenient. But no, we don't want to lose our authenticity in any way, you know? Like when I ask AI for video ideas or any topics or anything to help me, right? It doesn't do anything for me, it gives me ideas. But I'm the one who has to make the video. I'm the one who sits here playing games, try to sound as entertaining yet myself as I can just to make videos. That's how I see it, you know? And some people decide to give AI the whole script, letting it take over, and now you're left with the AI slop you see today. And let me tell you, it's actually more laughable now because it used to be filled with human beings, you know? Like, I feel bad to any video where I watched, like, you know, those how to videos, and it's so boring when someone talks and then just like, oh yeah, do this, and it's like 10 minutes to do something that takes 2 minutes. Now I miss those people. I miss those authentic voices instead of hearing, hello guys, this video is going to help you with, like, shut it. So yeah, I'm done talking ill about AI. Actually, no, I'm not done talking ill for this video, perhaps, but I was wondering what you guys were thinking. What's a good way to actually retaliate? Because I can't lie, filing a lawsuit is obviously not going to work because of how much money AI makes naturally. And every single platform is obsessed with AI. But I still want to say that the best way to handle it is by being yourself. One day, someone is going to regret not having you. Like seriously, I genuinely feel that way. That's why companies like Disney and other people, I don't even like Disney because I have political reasons. But at the same time, I used to love their work. And now they literally just offer slop. Pure garbage. Absolute filth, you know. And I just feel like it's because they probably don't even have good workers anymore. Like, I don't know if they use AI or if they just use people who don't give one. But usually things that take time, you know, like K-pop Demon Hunters, people say it's been in production since 2022, but it came out in 2025. So that's 4 years of straight up could like development and stuff. Actually, no, it was three. I mean, I don't know if it was 2022 or 2021, but it was in development really like early on. And it does take years, I know, for animated movies, but still it had so many details, and it seemed like it had like it had passion behind it, you know. And if you tell me that they gave a sequel this year, only a year compared to the 3 years, I wouldn't think it would be half as good. So good things take time. And while I do believe people can do things with passion quickly, sometimes that's me, hehe, it's just something that people need to understand. Like, I know, or I believe one day people are going to be regretting that decision. Like, you probably had this one good person who helped you and you decided, let me just use AI, and then you're just going to wish you had that person back, you know? I feel like it's all going to start with regret. Like, people are going to realize, nope, it's really not the answer. It may be convenient, but we're losing sales. Was losing sales. Honestly, it's just like that. Like, you could lose sales, you could lose trust, and when companies don't have that, then they're screwed, you know? They can't go forward if they have no one to support them. And obviously, if the market goes low, then that's it. But anyway, I'm done talking about this. I hope this helped someone. I know it sounds so strange because you're thinking, how could you be yourself? I'm a content creator, so I'm thinking from that perspective. But if you have a job or whatever and someone always compares you to AI or tells you how to do things, I know it sounds so like oddly specific, but people get told this stuff. I just want you guys to know you are loved like how you are. Someone is going to regret not having you. Someone is going to regret not being authentic, not having someone authentic. And that's how I feel like AI is going to collapse slowly, slowly. Like, I don't think it's ever going to 100% go bye bye in this world, at least. There's always going to be some kind of attachment to it, but I feel like it probably won't go as mainstream, you know? I feel like there's a catch to how convenient these things can be. Like, it's convenient, but at what price? You know what I mean? Oh, damn, she's glittery. Look at her with her crowd. Sorry, I hated the mask of this outfit and the hat, so I decided that I wanted to just keep it like this. But I'll see you guys in another video. I'll give you guys my wonderful peace pose, and I'll see you soon. Be yourself, authentic people. Let's go.